Welcome to Game On Mole, the game show podcast quiz with a holy moly twist. It's the game that gets you thinking, is my teammate just plain wrong or are they stringing me along? It took me so long to come up with. We have two teams playing against each other in a battle of wits. It's our team captains Dicko and Sellma Soul paired with comedians Reuben Kaye and Emma Zammit. One person is randomly and secretly designated as the mole. They could be on either team. Even I don't know who it is. Their job is to make their team lose and remain undetected. Being caught as the mole will have dire consequences. I'm your host, Aimon Clark. It's mole time, baby boy. Over here, it's an icon of the industry. It's the silver fox in socks. It's Dicko. How you going, Dicko?
Still wearing socks, yes. I know they went out with the Beatles, but I can't give up on them, I'm afraid. I'm good, mate. My wife's going away back to the UK for a month in a couple of weeks, and I'm feverishly trying to work out what manner of filth I can get up to while she's gone.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, because at age 60, I haven't got too many years to do that left.
You got plenty of time.
You reckon I've got another 10 years of misbehaving?
Of course.
But I've got to decide what sort of misbehaving I've got to do when she's away.
You could have 20
what?
years of misbehaving.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it becomes charming when I'm in my 80s, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes from sad back to charming. Like,
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm still in the slightly sad, creepy mode. But I reckon...
There's also like an authenticity to seeing an octogenarian kind of racking up and doing shots with a needle in their arm, being like, where are the hookers?
Yeah.
Pumping up your cock.
Did someone say you're back on keto?
No, but I'm
Vitamin.
thinking of it. Yes. It's, look, the fact is bread is my nemesis. Bread and cocaine. Mm-hmm. So if I'm going to give up one thing, it's going to be bread.
God, that is willpower, isn't it?
That is.
Who would I choose over bread or cocaine?
I'm giving up keto tomorrow.
Oh.
Well, yeah, that's because there's nothing of you. You are a lanky
I've been
streak
on
of
it
piss. You
for
don't
2
need to be on
This
a
podcast
diet.
talks about keto a lot. I've tuned into a few episodes. It's
He's obsessed. He's absolutely obsessed with his outlook.
You know how when you start doing a diet or something, it's all you can think about, or like you give up coffee, and all you can do is tell people that you've given up coffee. This is me right now.
yeah, I know.
How long have you been on the misery diet?
2 weeks.
Yeah, you're sticking power.
So why
Yeah.
do you want to give up?
Oh, because I'm going to a birthday party tomorrow.
Why don't you just
And I
have
wanna
a
get
day?
fucking
Why do you have
nugget.
to give up completely? Why can't you just stop for one
Well,
day?
Maybe I will.
I have to tell you, 2 weeks into your keto diet, you probably haven't even gone into ketosis.
I think I have. I've been weeing on those little strips.
I've been
Oh my
weighing on
God.
strips.
Yeah.
And are you pregnant?
Just
or-
also, yeah, and I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
We just heard her speaking. It's our other team captain. It's the drag legend and pop star. It's the girl boss Ferratu. Also took me several minutes.
That's so good.
Sellma Soul. Welcome, Sellma.
Hi, Eamon. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Thanks for having me again.
What have you been up to?
Well, not much. I've been fighting off a sleep paralysis demon for the last couple of weeks. And whoever's fucking around with demon magic, I have dispatched your sleep paralysis demon and I am coming for you next. Your occult ways are no match for me. But yeah, I actually have been having a bit of sleep paralysis recently.
Really?
And
What is that?
It's where your body shuts down before your mind shuts down when you're going to sleep. And essentially, they used to call it hag witch syndrome, which is gender envy, big slay. But essentially, your whole body vibrates and you're just stuck. It's like you're stuck in your own body, what I could imagine being like paralyzed. Well, you are paralyzed. So, and then often people talk about there being a presence in the room or something holding on to them or something approaching them. Mine is often this thing in the corner that looks like a bird and it's really fucking scary. But it's actually Reuben. I fucking knew it. I knew the witch was in the room today.
I stole the Papageno costume from the Magic Flute and I've just been hanging out in your room.
Please no. But yeah, it's I used to have it when I was a kid, and now it's returned. I don't know what that is.
It's so weird. Is there what's the explanation for it?
I think trauma.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, hag witch syndrome is the running title for the episode so far, in case anyone
hag
says
witch
anything
syndrome.
better. Let's
Sorry to
introduce
scare
our
you
guest.
all.
No, it's good.
Wow, it
It's
feels
spooky.
like
I feel
yeah.
I just want to hug you or something.
No,
That's
it's okay.
awful.
It's actually the other thing about it is I've had it so often that I now lean into it. Like I invite the
Yeah.
bird demon.
I was going to
to
say,
me.
you didn't scare me. You just gave me another thing to think of doing while my wife's away.
Conjure the bird demon.
Being the bird demons.
Just
watch
gonna
Selma.
Perch on the end of a bed.
Big bird.
On Team Selma today, we're so excited to have Australian comedian, singer, cabaret star, and self-proclaimed part-time hood ornament, Reuben Kaye.
It's me. There's a luxury car hanging out the back of me.
you got a lot of honorifics.
Yeah.
Can I just check some of them with you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Actress,
True.
model,
True.
award-winning cry for help,
Made up.
overappreciated and undermedicated,
Very true.
the leading argument against participation awards,
Yes.
icon,
Sure.
philanthropist,
Take what I can get.
inspiration,
Always.
aberration,
Oh, too many.
the 102nd Dalmatian,
I am indeed.
the embodiment of gay culture,
Well, body issues of gay culture.
the result of Liza Minnelli and Homelander walking into the fly machine at the same time,
Without lube.
That's iconic.
a nasty little slag bucket.
Thanks, Daddy.
Have I missed any?
Oh, so many. But we don't have all that time. There are other people here.
I'm so excited for mine. Go.
Get it, Emma.
How you doing, Reuben? What are you doing in Brisbane?
Me?
Yeah,
I'm
doing
doing a show at the Princess Theatre tonight. I did a show in Gold Coast the other day, and that was great.
Yeah.
It was great fun.
Are you-
Just kind of touring around. These are my last Australian dates before I fuck off to Montreal to make my North American debut with the band and go to Europe, go to Edinburgh, go. Hey.
Tell me, which state in Australia gets you the most and which state gets you the least?
Question.
Oh, that's a really good question.
Same.
How do, yeah, I know. Sorry, it's not
with me while
it's
while
not a
they-
dramatic pause. It's this gorgeous Tasmanian sparkling water that's just sitting.
Burping.
Oh, it's my GERD.
Yeah, it's
My
getting me.
gastro. It's fun. What state gets me the least? Do you know what? I don't think it's dare I say it? Maybe the nation's capital.
Oh yeah.
Really?
The nation's
ACT.
capital. Is that sure? I was talking about Sydney. No, Canberra. Canberra. The audience was a great audience, but much smaller. And I think I'll go by ticket sales, right,
right.
rather than audience reaction.
Rather
Because the
than
audience
stuff thrown.
yeah. Well, the audience reaction is always, dare I say it, ecstatic. Dare I say it, sexual. But the smallest audience we had, I think, was in Canberra. But they were really happy to be there, or just happy to do something in Canberra. And then I think Adelaide. Adelaide gets me because I've done so much there. And at one point I was sharing the theatre with my show and then Frozen in the big theatre. And I snorted half the set before I realised it was fake snow. But yeah, Adelaide gets me. Adelaide gets everything. We just premiered a new show there called Reuben Kaye Engorged with an 18-piece orchestra. And that was beautiful. Yeah, we'll be touring that in 2025.
It's been great watching your rise over the last couple of years. Just doing these giant theaters. Has it all gone to your head?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is beneath me. Quite frankly.
Truly.
No,
That's hot.
I think it's it's definitely, I'm pretty good at keeping an even keel, but I have a team of awful people who continually bring me down.
Yeah.
So that helps keep me humble.
Oh, fantastic.
That's good.
Yeah. They're
Well,
there.
our final guest on Team Dicko, it's
I don't think I want to follow that.
Brisbane funny lady and comedian Emma Zammit. Welcome, Emma.
Hello.
That's it. Is that all we've
Yeah.
got?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's
Two
move on.
lines. Okay.
Question one.
Okay.
True or false? You're a slag. I don't know.
Correct.
True or false?
I
Are
said
you
what I
sitting
said
on
earlier.
Selma's chest while she tries to sleep?
Can you?
Yes. I'm that heavy load.
Please? Oh,
Not the one you wiped off. Yeah.
every day.
We
Every
talked
day
to-
I'm wiping it off.
We talked about it last time you were not on your rider, and it's very interesting. You opened for puppetry of the penis on a tour once.
It was the best gig ever.
Why?
Well, they asked me.
Yeah. What was so great about it?
Oh, why? Oh, I thought you meant why did you do it? I was
Oh,
like,
no.
I don't know. They didn't. It was like a crowd I've never experienced before, and I was so nervous.
Cock hungry housewife.
Yes. Yeah, and I was
Scary.
really nervous. I was pretty new into stand up then, and they asked me to do a sound check, and they said just say your name, and I couldn't even say it to like an auditorium of empty people.
Was it sort of the biggest gig you've played?
It probably is.
Nice.
It was close to, I think it was like 3,500
Oh, shit.
or something. But I'd only been doing stand up for 2 years then. So it was,
That's cool.
you know, I'd gone from like 2 people to 3,500 or something. But it was amazing. Like it was just, I didn't want to get off stage. It was just one of those, like it was just every joke hit. It was just, I came off and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. It was the best. Yeah.
Is it still around?
Then I got my tit out and slapped it over my wrist.
Yes.
And I was
Did a
like,
wristwatch?
look at this tit watch. Yeah. I love how this is a podcast where I actually just picked my boob up and just dumped it on my wrist then. But yeah.
Oh, look at this tit watch is the new title for the episode. So now that we've met our players, we're going to designate a mole. So I'm going to give out 4 cards.
I get so nervous.
3
every
of them
time.
say player. 1 of them says mole. Just have a look and then just hand it back to me.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but it's fun. Oh,
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, our mole has been chosen. Let's get into it. It's round 1. Yeah.
Round 1.
Round 1.
It's time to get smart. Oh, it's gonna get smart. You're gonna get real smart. Time to learn some shit. Yeah.
Eamon always wanted to be in Lincoln Park, not the Creases, by the way.
You can tell. Okay, well, we'll start with you, Selma.
Hi.
Which
Drag. Okay.
Correct. No.
I knew it.
Which sign of the zodiac has the shortest name?
God, I don't even know them all. The shortest name?
Am I allowed to?
Oh.
Oh.
She's on the other team too, by the way.
Yeah, don't
No.
help her.
You're not allowed to
This is-
help.
no,
I'm
this
actually
is-
having a moment.
As the song said, on your own.
oh, I see.
I'm gonna
might have to
answer-
call it on you.
Oh shit. Gemini.
Oh, yeah, that's a really short one.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
doing
I
really
know.
well.
I freaked out.
Mole.
No, look. It always starts like this.
I
but
wasn't
you'll come to
accusing you. I
find-
was just giving you a slur.
Well, guess
Thank
what?
you. Mole as a slur.
You can't spell mole without Leo, which is the correct answer.
No, I'm gonna leave. I'm not ready for it today.
That's
Clearly.
all right. So you've just
Oh fuck.
But also, like under Gemini is Virgo and Aries.
I
and, like,
know.
and Libra.
Hey,
apart
hey.
from Aquarius and Gemini are the 2 longest
Capricorn.
names.
Okay,
Capricorn.
look.
Capricorn.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
actually
Capricorn.
not your
Queer
moment
that
right
did
now.
all right in school. I didn't do maths or
I am a
English.
Capricorn,
Or
can you
star
tell?
signs.
Neither did anyone who
Always
believes
got
in
it.
star signs. They don't believe in science.
I don't believe
Make
in
shit up.
anything.
Okay, well, Reuben,
No, it's
it's,
so true,
it's your
Leo.
chance now.
Okay.
Which British character who debuted in the 1960s is known for their catchphrase, boom, boom?
I have. 1 second. I have no fucking idea. But British character in the 60s. Oh, I'm going to take a stab in this. Dicko's looking at me like he knows because not only is he British, but he was there.
Old.
Is it Auntie Jack? Auntie Jack?
It's not Auntie Jack.
No. Oh,
It's Basil Brush.
Oh my God! I have a Basil Brush story. I was interviewed by Basil Brush in Edinburgh, and I didn't know. I had no idea who Basil Brush was.
Oh.
I was on my list of commitments that day. I was like, I've got my spot with Basil Brush. So I was going to the Basil Brush show, and I turned to one of my mates and says, this guy, Basil Brush. He's like, yeah, he's on TV. He's like a British TV presenter. I went, oh, is he hot? And he went, yeah, he's a fox. And I was like, fucking cool. And then I got there and just a mad old queen with his hand up a fox puppet.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
We love.
great.
Basil Brush is a British institution. though.
He is. He's an icon. And people went mad for it. And then we did the spot. And it was great. Me and him had great bounce backs. It's all filth and fun. And they said, go and do a song. And the minute Basil Brush wasn't active, people's attention on me was visibly like just going. One lady literally turned to her friend and said, this is going on a bit. In the middle of my song.
Pop it out. Oh, really?
I thought it was like, this is great.
That's fantastic. Well, okay. Well, I had you picked to the mole because I knew that you'd met Basil Brush, but it makes sense that you didn't know who he was before you met him. Okay.
No clue.
Everything is beneath Reuben Kaye. Obviously. Learn.
which is weird for a bottom.
Dicko. Beginning with R, what is the name for a mixture of flour and fat that's used to thicken sauces?
Is
Reuben
it
Kaye.
a roux?
Correct.
Reuben
Roux?
Kaye.
I'm not going to do well with this.
No, you got this, Emma. Not
You
even
got
on my
this.
team. You got this, babe.
Ask me a music question.
It's not. I'm sorry. It's about dictionaries.
Okay, fuck.
Oh, God.
It was recently kind of voted. It was the Macquarie Dictionary Word of the Year. What does a bachelor's handbag refer to? Just
This is your
take a
Leo
stab at
moment.
Is
if
it
you
the
want.
vagina?
Bachelor's hand.
No.
Is it the perineum?
It's a roast chicken.
Why did you misled me. You pointed down there. Reuben pointed down there, and I thought he was.
That's where Reuben keeps his roast chicken. We've been eating
How
it.
is this a roast chicken? When
Skin
you
on. It's a Lilydale.
There's a bit
It's
of
foul.
Yeah.
I thought I was
And
close. I was like
stuffed.
perineum.
No, I thought you were like a roast
That was
chicken
poultry.
expert.
No, I don't cook. That's my husband's.
Oh,
job.
really? Did you give a roast chicken to a homeless man once?
That was
sounds
my
like
husband.
Oh,
That sounds like a sexual favor.
Yeah.
I call this the roast chicken,
No.
and I give it to homeless men.
Oh,
that's why she got confused with the bachelor's handbag.
No, it's my husband who did that. And then, so my husband gave a homeless man a roast chicken.
It just
And-
sounds like a bad
Well,
name for a hand
he'd
job.
come out of IGA and then said, "Would you like something to eat?" He's a roast chicken.
Said, I haven't got an oven.
Yeah, and the homeless man went off at him. He goes, "Fuck you! Do you know what those birds eat? They're disgusting carcasses," and then threw the roast chicken back at him. So he's like,
Yeah.
"Okay."
I always
Met the only vegan homeless man in the valley.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I would always think that if you're going to give food to a homeless person, you should also give them toilet paper. 'Cause that's my first choice. Is like you give a homeless person or anyone only a whole roast chicken to eat. Even for me, that's 30 minutes to an hour before that thing is making a speedy exit out of my system.
Yeah.
And there's only so many monstera leaves on James Street until it starts working its way through the gaps in the leaves.
But I like asking this question to comedians because it's a bit fun. Is there any jokes that you've really loved, but they've just never worked on stage? They've
Yeah,
never
there's
seemed
so
to.
many.
Can you think of any?
I've got a Princess Diana joke that's still.
Say it.
I love it so much, but I just and like the whole crowd just can't
Boos.
handle it. But I just say it just to. Okay,
Go on.
so
I'm already laughing.
talking about things, annoying things of your partner's habits, and my husband has a whistle in his breathing when he eats, and I just zone in on that because I know the reason for the whistle is he's got a sharp boogie in his nose. And a block tunnel's never good. You know, Princess Diana found out about that the hard way. And the crowd goes, ugh. And I go, oh, fuck, too soon? Come on. It's been 20 years. It's
Never too
hilarious.
soon.
Yeah.
I remember I heard a Princess Diana joke when I was about 6 years old, and I thought it was so funny. I went and told everyone and got in trouble. The Queen Mother died, and she went to heaven, and she sees Princess Diana, and she goes, "Oh, that's a nice halo you've got." And Diana goes, "It's a steering wheel."
I told that joke on the night the Queen died in
yes.
London
Yeah.
in Soho Theatre. It was like, Reuben, don't do any Queen material, blah, blah, blah. And I just went out there and did 20 solid minutes on it. And the crowd was like, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's cracking.
Do you have any jokes that you've tried that just?
I've got one I keep doing. Two,
turn it nice and close
Sorry,
on that.
I've got two that I keep doing. One of them is it's difficult in this day and age to be ethical and sustainable. They don't really go together. So I've just gone vegan. Obviously,
I'm not a flea or a witch in
the audience always just kind of goes,
I am the moon and I live in
That's
the
smart for people.
and then the other one was, my mum's pelvic floor was just a catwalk for me, which is probably why she had it tiled. And everyone just goes, and even I have to say to them, I don't even know what that joke
Yeah.
means. It's just a funny sequence.
It's a good
of-
visual.
yeah,
yeah,
getting someone in to do the grouting.
yeah. Okay. Well, a little update on scores. So Sellma and Reuben are on -10.
What?
Emma and Dicko
Yeah, we're
are
doing
on
really well.
5. It was you lose points for any correct answers. All right.
I'm
That
so
wasn't
gutted
told to
about
me.
Leo.
This is
Perineum, get me 5.
You lost 5, but you had 10 from Dicko.
Okay.
So let's get in to round 2.
round 2.
Oh yeah. Boards.
Ride your boards, ride on your board. You gotta put those boards on your lap and ride on them. They gotta match.
Sorry. And boards.
These round jingles.
Yeah. You like
They are
them?
gorge.
They're good,
I
yeah.
thought it was saying balls.
Yeah.
Balls.
Grab those balls and ride on them.
Bachelor's handbags. Yeah.
Okay,
Giving
so
a chicken to a homeless man.
this is 20 points. 20 points for correct answer, but you both need to have the same correct answer. Both need to have the same correct answer. So don't give away whether or not you know it or not, because if the mole's on your team, they'll play on that. So just
I
kind
just
of.
remembered something. We were talking about homeless folk before, and I picked this guy up in West End one night and took him back to my house. Had what I thought was really, really good sex. I just need to get this off my chest because I'm feeling really weird about it. And I was like, "Do you want to lift home?" He was like, "Absolutely." Drove him back to West End where we met, and I was like, "Where are you going?" He was like, "Oh, I don't have a home." And I was like, "Oh, do you want to just come stay at mine, have a shower?" And he was like, "Nah. You're a lazy root." And he just got out of the car and he went to the park. And yeah, I think about him a lot. He was really hot and he smelled really bad and it was hot. Okay, anyway.
So,
Boards, round
my
2.
husband can't give a barbecue chicken away,
Yeah.
but your homeless person will take a root and get dropped off for the
Yeah.
same.
Sellma Soul is 2 meanings of the word sleeping rough.
Yeah. Fuck.
God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I've.
don't know how to move on
I
from
wonder
there.
what he's doing now.
You've got a new honorific for your intro, lazy
my place.
root.
Lazy root. Come back to your place. Okay.
Okay.
I
so
swear I've improved.
boards. Which fast food brand suspended its slogan between 2020 and 2021 to keep in line with pandemic safety regulations? Fast food brand.
Yeah.
No, I'm just going through all the slogans of all the QSRs.
QSRs.
Quick service restaurants.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Did somebody work at Macca's?
Someone's in media, sorry.
Oh!
Must be
I
nice.
actually did work at Macca's as well. That was my first
Well-
job. Got fingered in the pickle.
Oh!
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hot.
In the pickle freezer?
I'm such a wog.
Is
you
that
know the,
is that part on the body?
You know, it's
Right next to the bachelor handbag. Pickle freezer.
In a Macca's store, there is a whole freezer dedicated to just pickles.
Yeah, there was a
And
fridge
fingering.
for pickles because the pickles come in really, really large containers.
This is so hot.
And I am such a wog. I used to open the pickles and scoop it out with my hand and have a bit and then go back.
Which Macca's?
While he's scooping out
hand?
something else. Sydney. I wanted Sydney.
Yes.
Little
Anyway.
pickle nibbler over there. What did you have?
Oh, I haven't written. Hang on one sec. I'm going to go with Domino's.
Domino's. Okay. Dicko, what did you have?
I had KFC finger licking good.
Selma, what did you have?
I had KFC pickle licking good.
And Reuben?
And I had the same as my team captain.
Hey!
Yeah, which is great. Dicko, KFC.
Well done. KFC was correct.
That's bloody obvious, isn't it? Do you know what you should do as a bachelor for a month?
Yeah.
Get a handbag.
Eat a bucket of KFC in your undies on the couch one day.
Do you know what you can do in America, which I heard? This might be a rumor. You can just order skin.
Oh,
You don't
that's...
have to order the
Yeah.
chicken.
Oh, no, stop.
I don't want any
Take it
pesky
back.
chicken.
Take
I
it
just want the
I take it
skin.
back.
That would be great. And do you know what? At some point,
Put
they're
it on your
going to...
face.
They'll genetically modify chickens to be like Shar-Pei dogs with extra skin.
Yum.
Because you know what the
And
best
blue
thing is? KFC chips, extra chicken salt. Take the skin off, wrap those chips in that skin, and eat that like
I'm
a
totally
cigar.
doing
That's
That
hot.
would be nice.
I'm so
Shut
sad.
up and finger me now in the pickle cupboard.
You heard it. That's consent.
Which
It's
okay.
so obvious.
Next
Okay,
question.
go.
Which orchestral instrument shares its name with something you might find on a coffee menu? No, don't communicate.
You don't get it. It's a queer thing.
Oh, you're always
Not until
flaunting
you
it.
suck a dick.
Yeah, the T in LGBT stands for telepathy. Yeah, don't tell the conservatives we're reading them.
One second, I have to think. You have to be thinking about the thing. You have to think about a coffee menu.
Yeah, coffee menu, you got this.
1 second. It's a classical instrument, and it's an
orchestral instrument.
orchestral instrument. Marimba.
I'll have a double shot marimba, please.
Yeah. 1 second.
Come on.
I don't drink coffee.
What?
Just
That
make something
surprises me.
I have.
We'll start with you,
yeah.
Reuben. What have you got?
No, I know I've done this wrong already. I've written viola.
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 I went to school with her.
Yeah, I feel like that's like a little coffee thing, like a. I just have like a little viola with the cream on the side.
Please.
Like
And
that.
Selma, what do you have?
You're close. Vienna is coffee and cream on the side, but I think it's a piccolo.
Oh,
I did piccolo too.
And we got Piccolo and Dicko.
Piccolo.
Piccolo, Diccolo.
Reuben.
Piccolo's correct.
Moly. Really?
I'm from Melbourne as well.
Yeah.
I should really know
you should
this.
know
I'm
that.
confused.
Are you aware of the magic as a coffee order in Melbourne?
No.
What is it?
Yeah. Do you know what it is, Dicko?
Yeah, it's
Tell him.
It's a small double shot with a bit of milk, isn't it?
Small double shot, but it's the middle of each shot.
Yeah.
So you do it, you put it in for the middle, and then you take it out, and then you do another shot, you do it in the middle, and you take
Is
it
that
out
the
again.
best
It's a
bit?
whole
Yes.
other level. Of
That's
range.
a whole like.
I
level
thought
of
I was
range.
in Melbourne a few weeks ago, and someone said, "I'll have a magic," and I went, "Are you winding me up?" And they went, "No, they'll know what you mean." I went, "Sure," and I was really tentative when I went to the counter and said, "Can I have a magic?" I
Yeah.
expected them to guffaw, and they went, "Sure." I'm like, "Oh, it's a thing."
Did you like it?
I just,
Yes, it was lovely.
Eamon, you're really lax on the blah, blah, blah thing. Quite
Oh,
a bit. Like, you always fuck me up with it, but you never, like it was a perfect moment for about fucking coffee.
Blah, 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 blah.
Who cares about fucking Melbourne coffee? Just
Oh.
ask for a fucking doppio ristretto. A magic,
Is
you
that your drag
fucking
name?
lycra wearing
Doppio ristretto.
Please
fuckwits.
onto the stage, Doppio Ristretto.
Yeah.
Okay. And last one. Here we go.
The stage doppio ristretto.
The first.
Hate her.
Who was the first cartoon character to appear on the cover of Playboy magazine?
Boom.
Ooh, all right. Basil Brush over there.
I got it.
Oh, I am second guessing this, but I'm
Elmer
pretty
Fudd
confident.
was never hotter, honestly.
Selma Fudd over here.
Selma Fudd.
Emma.
Elma.
What do you have?
Elmer.
This is a real cartoon character.
Yeah, real cartoon
Do you
character.
want me to tell you mine?
Wait, Dicko's,
Old Slowy over
Okay.
there. What,
Yep.
yeah, okay, go.
what have you got?
Jessica Rabbit.
Okay. Dicko.
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica. Selma. Wait, we'll go for you last because you seemed very confident. What did you have? Reuben?
So my first thing was like as a joke thing to be like Pamela Anderson because she's a cartoon, but then I was like, fuck, you mean a real cartoon?
Yeah.
So I've
Pam.
kind of gone on Jessica Rabbit, but I wrote bugs because I don't know the answer because I just read it for the letters.
I'm really hoping
Selma?
I'm right now because Jessica Rabbit was my second guess, but I think it's Betty Boop.
It's Marge Simpson.
You
Oh!
are joking.
Yes.
Nah, she
No, I'm not.
thick.
She thick.
Yeah.
She thick.
She's.
She get that
And-
blue minge out.
Oh yeah, those scenes like
beehive.
post
Yeah,
sex
yeah, yeah.
when she's like got she's got her
like a
hair
codpiece.
down. Holy for
Yeah.
bejesus!
Yeah, Marge Simpson fucks.
Yeah.
Do you reckon her hair was down or up for Playboy though?
Oh, I need
it
to
was.
Google that.
I think it was down.
It was
Oh, it was
the-
down.
yeah,
She'll cover
sexy
the, cover the
Yeah.
breastises.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Well,
The best part is like good on her for being like a throaty voiced woman.
Yeah.
Because that's the,
Yeah.
like that. Okay, it was a bit more exorcist than
Wow,
Marge,
my
but-
sleep paralysis demon is here.
well, let's play the love it or hate it
Ooh,
game.
what is it today?
So let's do celebrity.
okay.
A celebrity you love.
All right.
Or do we do it? Do I do it in reverse? Maybe. Okay, we'll do it in reverse because I think that's more fun. Everyone tell me a celebrity they hate, except for the mole who needs to tell me someone they love and sell it like they hate it. They need to trick us.
Someone they hate.
Yeah, a celebrity that you just don't like. Or you're not
Somebody
a
disapprove of.
you're not a fan of. Okay, for example, Ryan Reynolds, for example. Do you think I like him or
I
disapprove?
reckon
of,
you don't like him.
I disapprove of him. I
Okay,
don't
you
think he's
disapprove.
funny. He's not
Okay.
funny.
Yeah.
Just saying references isn't funny.
Yeah.
Why did we decide he's
I'm
funny?
really
We're
upset
done
by
for.
No, that's all cabaret and drag is.
No, but you're funny. He's just like,
I just
well,
wanted to
that's,
hear you say it.
there's Wolverine
Deadpool.
over here. Oh, it's I don't know. and just-
I get
funnier than
confused
me.
with
Who's Ryan Reynolds?
no, not who is Ryan Reynolds. I get confused. There's so many Ryans in the celebrity
It's
I just-
not
world.
Bart,
I
it's
just
not
think he's a bit
Ken,
obvious.
It's the other
Okay.
Ryan.
Well,
Okay, yeah,
let's-
Deadpool.
Ryan.
Oh no, I love the goss.
The Gozzle.
Dicko, who's someone you disapprove of?
Someone I disapprove of is someone I had such high hopes for when he first burst on the scene, which is Kevin Rudd.
Okay.
I remember seeing him down at St Kilda Town Hall. He was giving a speech, and I was there with my manager, and it was a black tie event, and there were all these marvelous young kids who'd done amazing things, and he went, "Do you know what? I was gonna do a political speech tonight, but hang the speech. After all these kids, I'm just going to speak from the heart." And he theatrically threw all of his notes in the air, and then proceeded to speak for 45 minutes in a political manner. And it was very disappointing. And at the end, my manager was on another table, looked over and said, "What do you reckon?" I went, and I mouthed, "What a wanker." And he went, "What?" And I shouted, "What a wanker," just as the room went really quiet.
Right.
And Kevin Rudd looked up at me, and I went, and everybody looked round at me.
So he lives on the Sunshine Coast too.
Does he?
I think he lives in Noosa.
Oh,
Have
well,
you-
that's not the Sunshine Coast.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's like Sunshine Coast Heights.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kevin Rudd, bit of a letdown.
Okay. Emma.
And while we're at it, isn't he?
He's got more.
Isn't he the ambassador to the US?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't live in fucking Noosa, would he? He'd be in Washington.
I think he does. I remember hearing a story recently of people ordering an Uber and they got in, but it was actually Kevin Rudd's car.
So
And then he,
worst ambassador ever.
Yeah,
Lives in Noosa.
easy to get to. Emma,
I don't know if I
who's
can
someone
do
you
this.
dislike? Oh, do it.
It's really controversial.
Go.
It's really controversial.
Go for it.
Delta Goodrich.
Nah, babe,
that's
I'm on your
fair.
side. What the fuck? I love you so much.
Same.
Okay, really? Because this is one story. I just never again could look at her.
Okay.
Tell me.
So I used to work for a radio station, and she came in to do songs, and she kicked the shoes off, and we were all around the boardroom table, and she walked up and down the boardroom table and like slut dropped and sang.
What?
And she's like, "Any requests?" And I was like, "Oh, can you sing Without You?" And she bent down in front of me and she went, "You mean Lost Without You?" What about her, guys? And then off her for life.
Wow. Okay.
So I'll be prepared to be cancelled after this, but
I don't-
No, babe, I stand with you. When I got on The Voice, I got a phone call from a friend that worked on the previous season, actually a couple of seasons with Delta. When she found out from my parents that I was going to be on the show, she called me up, and I haven't heard or seen from her in years. First thing she says to me is she goes, "If Delta Goodrum turns around for you, you do not choose that."
Edit point.
Edit
Okay.
point. Cool. But I will say that all of the filming during The Voice was always held up for hours and hours and hours because she was hiding in a caravan doing all sorts of manners.
I think she seems nice.
you're a liar.
I've heard some things.
Yeah.
I've heard some things. There's a great story of her when she was in Cats, where the director was like, "And this is where you meet all of the different cats, and you graciously forgive and accept as you're on your way to glory and death and honor
To the heavy side
to
layer.
the heavy side layer." And Delta just stood there with a can of Coke and her sunglasses. I'm like, "Okay, sure." And then just like did the whole rehearsal without ever taking her sunglasses off or letting go of a cold can of Coke.
That's hot.
Isn't that amazing?
Okay, so I feel kind of validated.
She's a pro.
She's a
diva.
Needs to keep that sugar intake up.
Selma, who's someone you disapprove of?
T Swizzle.
Who?
Miss Taylor Swift. T Swizzle.
Seriously?
Yeah, I just don't get it. It's like bashing my head up against a
Yeah.
brick wall. As much as I like try to listen, try to understand, I just don't get it. And especially since the recent drama of her not coming to Brisbane. What, Brizzy's beneath you, you fucking country bumpkin?
Do you know, about 3 weeks ago, I got a phone call from our local federal member. Who,
Are we back to Kevin Rudd?
Taylor Swift.
No,
No,
said-
back to a bachelor's handbag.
No, and he said, Dicko, I need to get a hold of someone from Frontier Touring because I need to get Taylor Swift to come to
Oh, that's
Queensland.
so cringe. These
And I-
politicians doing
And I
that.
thought,
It's they're all doing it.
But I
It's so
immediately
cringe.
said, well, how many staff members have you got? Why are you using me as fucking yellow pages?
Yeah,
Jesus.
what the
Don't you know who I am?
I
It's
also
like Mark
I don't
McGowan
get.
with Coldplay only for Perth. And he like, I did this and blah blah.
Yeah, I've been there's all these politicians be like Taylor, and it's their name. They're like for Tay. Well, I'm a Swiftie too. And I can't stand Taylor Swift. I
That
love
is
pop music.
unhinged.
I love
We are
pop
living
music,
in the
but I can't.
darkest timeline.
Reuben,
That's crazy.
Who's someone you don't like or don't approve of, or it doesn't do it for you?
So many people.
Yeah.
So many. Most of the people
Outside
in
of
this
this room,
room.
yeah.
No. It's like, again, it's a bit Tay. It's Miley Cyrus.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think it's a bit bland.
I get it.
I think it's a bit disrespectful to have had such a messy past and bring your personal relationships out and then bring like, oh, here's my beef. You are privileged enough to have fucked a Hemsworth. Calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Right?
Yeah.
I just think it's petty and I think it's high school and the music isn't necessarily that great. And then to just go and release sort of like a middling covers EP as well. You're just going, oh, well, fine. Okay, fine.
Okay.
What do you
But
think of her
it
voice?
just gets, again, it's just like, well, you're not going to take care of it? You're not going to take care of the thing that's making you money? I think it's careless. And
I
I
feel
think
like I'm
it's a bit
getting ripped to do
disrespectful.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like she's had heaps of barbecue chicken or something.
Well, she's just
She
I know,
is
very-
the
she's
bachelor.
she's
got a
smoke-
Henry.
lot
Does
of
she
damage.
smoke?
She's got a lot of damage on her voice. And
Yeah.
just sort of go, well, it's your what do you actually respect? What do you actually respect? Your audience and your career? Or do you respect, the hedonism, right? And
Is
so
she
it's-
smoking
'cause I've
though,
had-
do you think?
I don't know the answer to that. But I know I've had vocal surgery and it's on my mind 24/7 and it's fucking scary. And it happened to me through no fault of my own. So I can't even fathom someone causing it to
Actively
themselves.
doing
It's like someone giving themselves gout. I'm like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
Yeah.
Blue cheese and pork.
Interesting. Interesting.
So delicious.
This is really
Henry
tough.
the 8 inches.
I actually, there's.
Well,
My theory at the moment is I'm sort of regressing on my stance on Delta because I feel like it's been pulled out of me by them all.
you think Emma's a Delta stan?
I think maybe there's a potential stan instead.
Well, all right. Well, keep it in mind.
I'm just
We're gonna-
sorry, Emma.
we'll
but
move on
just thinking
to the next
out loud.
round.
Are
I'll
you
give
sorry though?
No.
quick update on scores. Sellma and Reuben are on 10 points. Emma and Dicko on 25 points.
Oh,
But it all
we were doing
changes.
so well.
It can all change so quick. It's only 15 points.
How were points arrived at in that round?
Well,
Made
that was
up.
the
They're not.
boards round, so you both had to have the same answer.
Yeah. But how were the points arrived at from hate or like?
No, this is
no,
just a.
it's just to help figure out who
Oh,
the
that's just
mole
that's
is.
just
Yeah.
a time filler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a secret
Trying
Miley
to
fan.
like-
It's just when you
Mine's
don't have
10.
enough content, we just do that. Okay.
Yeah,
Ruben has to go,
it's-
everyone.
All right, it's time for round 3. No, it was Simi, who's the guy from Not On Your Rider with the guitar who does them. He's good.
These are fucking great.
Bangers.
I actually just had the cutest memory of us at Not On Your Rider, and we were both wearing little skirts, and we just kept on like airing our crotches out, our bachelor handbags out, and we thought that there was no drop sheet, but then when we found out
really
there was a
was.
drop sheet, we were really upset.
Everyone's
Oh,
sort
you
of-
just blah blahing queer culture, are we? Right now,
Homophobe.
just left, right, and center.
Okay.
Well, you're not getting a roast chicken after this.
For this round, we'll be working together as teams. I've got a list of topics and their point amounts. We're going to take turns choosing one topic each. Some of the questions will have multiple answers. So once you give me an incorrect answer, the opposing team has a chance to steal. So start with the ones you're most confident with. We'll start with Dicko and Emma. Emma, do you want to choose a topic? Oh, sorry. The topics we've got this week are flags for 20 points, different movie, same plot for 20 points, close shave for 30, and have a meal for 30 points.
You choose.
Maybe different movie, same plot.
Okay, let's go
Oh,
there.
different
Yeah,
movie, same
okay.
plot. 20 points. Which films? One's from 1976 and the other one's from 1996. Are about young girls who are mistreated by their families who develop telekinetic powers, the T in LGBT.
Oh. Well, he's one Carrie. What do you reckon? You can talk.
Yeah, I'm just sorry. I was just thinking.
Anytime.
It's not the
No,
traveling
after they answer.
pants of the sisterhood.
What is that? Oh, traveling pants of the sisterhood. Yeah. What is it?
I love that you knew that better than her.
Carrie, do you think Carrie?
Telekinetic powers. Okay.
We've got 2
Oh,
seconds.
Dicko's
Yep.
buzzed
Okay.
in. What is your answer?
Well, I'm
What's your
just
first
gonna-
answer?
The Carrie
Carrie is correct.
and the scintillating testicle of the Yaya Sister Club.
The divine secrets of the testicles of the Yayas is incorrect.
Oh, right.
So we're going to throw it over to this
Can you
team.
ask the question one more time?
One's from 1976, the other one's from 1996. Films about young girls who are mistreated by their family who develop telekinetic powers.
Yeah.
Ruben's
yeah.
buzzed in.
Matilda.
Matilda.
Yeah.
Matilda is correct.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well stolen.
Easy.
Okay.
Miss Honey. Oh,
Ruben, would you like to choose a topic for me?
Okay, so I just need a breakdown. Flags is flags?
fucking flags.
Well, it's just
Okay.
topic. It's like
Great. Red
Jeopardy.
flags?
I
Oh,
can
like
say
Jeopardy.
that.
Yeah.
Different movie, same plot. I get it. What is close shave?
I spent 3 seconds coming up with these topic
Pick the
titles.
higher number if you're not them all.
Okay, cool. I want close shave.
Close shave.
Perfect.
Oh, interesting one. For 30 points, what are the top 3 highest selling razor blade brands? Your time starts now.
Gillette,
A best a man can get.
my favorite. I'm yet to be sponsored. I keep on messaging them.
Is it? What's the it has to be like a one
Venus?
of the yeah that one.
Yep, and
I don't.
Gillette, and what's the other
Oh,
one?
Mark? No,
Mark?
no. What's the thing? It's not
Schweppes?
Gillette. It's Schweppes. No.
Not Schweppes.
What's another man's razor blade?
Swaggosweeps.
The Hunter S. Thompson range.
Oh my God.
No,
I'm going to buzz in with the 2 that we know.
Okay, the 2 that you know.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Venus
Selma's
and
buzzed in
Gillette.
just in time. What's your
Oh, we had
first
to
one?
buzz.
Venus?
That's incorrect.
Oh, I
That's
should have
a
started with
woman's-
Gillette.
that's
Oh,
there's
it was
no
only men's?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
fuck.
I didn't say that.
I'm so
I
sorry.
said top 3
Oh.
highest selling razor blade brands.
You said men's.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
No, I didn't. Oh, Dicko's buzzed in.
okay,
What's your
okay.
first answer?
I'm going to go
Sorry,
Gillette
Reuben.
Gillette is correct.
and Bic.
Oh,
Bic is correct. And one more.
Fuck. The 2 erasers.
Fusion.
No, it's incorrect. It was chic.
I
Chic.
just said chic.
But you
Excuse
didn't
me,
buzz
I just
in.
said
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, you didn't buzz in,
You didn't
Emma.
buzz in.
Told me.
Who do you think's running this show?
Buzzer's not
huh?
like I said
Yes,
chic.
it's working.
I said
No,
chic.
yeah, but the team member has to buzz in, and then they have to they have to be the one to give me it.
I really
Otherwise,
do.
It devolves into
Chaos. I tag Gillette in pretty much all of my Instagram. Wow, Reuben hit it. Anyway, I'm waiting for a sponsorship from Bunnings and Gillette. And if either of you are listening
I cannot believe you didn't
This
hear the
is
question, but
literally
you know
what
which
being
button to
trans
press.
is like.
You remember the button, but you don't know what the question was.
He's a
Of all the
terrorist.
buttons, do you
I
memorize
think
that?
also I think Venus is a
My
product
wig.
made by
My wig.
Gillette.
Okay.
Venus is made by
Cool.
Gillette.
Holy shit, Reuben.
That was great. Thank you.
That good. Oh.
First person ever do that.
She can't even look at me.
No, I'm not going to look at anyone.
Okay, we got Avamil.
Have a meal for Dicko. Okay.
Okay.
Have a
Can
meal.
you,
Okay.
can you give me 3 foods
Mm-hmm.
with names that end in the letters AVA? Time starts now.
AVA. No, you can talk.
Oh, guava.
Yeah, but
Oh, with you. Guava.
guava,
You shut your face. Guava.
pavlova,
Pavlova. Okay, guava. AVA.
All right.
AVA. Pavlova.
2, 1.
just say guava.
Spanicotti kavar.
Okay, your time's actually up.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
All right, I'll do it. Dicko,
Okay.
what's your first one?
Guava,
Guava.
That's
Correct.
bullshit. That's bullshit.
carver,
I will accept that. Yeah.
Oh.
and I don't know.
Ruben.
Cassava.
Cassava's correct. Well done.
What
I
else
wrote
could
it
we
and
have
then
had?
I was like, they're going to think I've written Kosovo. So they're not going to get that. I know why I wrote it too. Why did I write it on the board? I don't know.
I thought you were going to show me because you were like, and then you didn't.
Yeah, but you would have been like, Kosovo?
Yeah, I would have been like,
I would have
blah,
accepted baklava.
Baklava.
Baklava and fava, as in the bean.
Oh.
Fava bean,
Yeah, forgive me, father.
Forgive me, fava.
for I have been.
Okay, that leaves you with flags.
Oh,
and
slur.
flags. Yeah. Big time.
Flag it.
Which two European countries have flags that are just blue and yellow? Time starts now.
Ooh.
Hey, I've not travelled. I don't know maths. I don't know English. I don't know nothing. You.
Oh, what's your first answer, Reuben?
Sweden.
Correct. And the second one?
Oh God, I'm going to take a guess here, and I know I'm wrong. I
Why
know
do you
I'm
keep
wrong
writing it down?
because I have to see it to like look at it. Is it no? Finland is blue and white, but I'm saying no. You're saying no.
Netherlands?
Oh, Netherlands.
No, incorrect. I'm going to throw it over to the other team.
Sorry.
Ukraine.
Ukraine's correct.
Oh.
Like they even exist anymore. No, sorry. Edit point.
Wow.
Ukraine. Yes.
Putin in high heels over there.
Is that my new nickname? Because we both don't like to pull out.
Putin on the Reds.
Putin on the Reds.
Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
We've got a actually, no. Yeah, well, let's do Can of Dicks. We've got a fun little game called Can of Dicks. We've never played it before. Dicko, well, here's the intro.
Let's open up a can of dicks.
Oh my God, Aimon, you're so happy there. Look how happy you are with that intro.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I had no idea. It's got its own track.
You were so happy then.
He's here to fuck mingers and flip pingers.
You were such a DJ then. You were waiting for the beat to drop. You're like this.
Dicko, do you want to lead us through this game?
Yeah, look, I think this is based on Can of Worms, a show that I created, but got it up with Andrew Denton. Ran for 3 seasons on Channel 10. And I hosted the first season, and then I was...
Get wrecked. It sucks.
Sorry.
Anyway, moral dilemma. So you got to answer this, but the opposite for the mole. So,
Right.
so
Okay.
what you believe, but the mole's got to answer it the opposite to what they believe. And I'm just going to ask you this: it's legal for a 50-year-old adult to have sex with an 18-year-old adult, but is it okay?
No.
It's why?
Why isn't it okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is this like the Delta Goodrum trick question? Like I'm going to get cancelled?
No,
What, like-
everyone. So the mole needs to lie with their
Yes.
opinion.
Okay. I don't think it's appropriate for a 50-year-old man to have sex with an 18-year-old.
I didn't say man.
Yeah.
Oh.
What if it's
I said a
reversed?
person.
Okay, well, person. Why did you start with me?
Selma, what's your thoughts on it?
I feel weird about this one. I mean, I think we all feel weird about
but
this.
you weren't weird about the homeless person? that you-
Absolutely not. No, never. Do it again in a heartbeat. I've got something to prove this time. But I would say, yes, it's all right. I mean, I was quite young when I started having sex, probably before the age of 18. I won't give you the actual number. But I always enjoyed having sex with older men because they looked after me better than the fuckwit 20-year-olds. So I learned more. I feel like I'm a more caring, giving lover now since I got told I was a lazy root. No,
By a homeless man.
yeah, but I think if there is no obvious grooming full stop, and there's a want from both sides, then there's nothing wrong with it. 18 is the legal age.
Reuben, what are your thoughts
No,
on
it's
it?
creepy.
It's creepy?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Emma,
Without
you,
it,
you agree with that too?
Aaron Taylor Johnson wouldn't have a career. So
He's got a much older wife, doesn't he? Yeah.
I
Hugh Jackman too?
no, he's not married to Hugh Jackman.
Oh. No.
Hugh Jackman is married to Deborah Lee Furness, but I still think it's
We're waiting.
not right.
Okay.
My only thing is that like if it's the 1% where there is like they've got heaps in common and there's this obvious attraction with that age gap, but that's not. I feel like it always will lean slightly onto grooming.
Yeah.
And Dicko, what are your thoughts on it?
I think
Keep in mind, we all know your wife's going away.
no, I think there are going to be times when it's absolutely fine and you can prove the point, but generally it's going to be an unequal relationship.
Okay.
I think generally, especially when it's an older male and a younger female.
Yeah. I mean, what are they going to talk about?
What?
Slay.
Oh, you're looking trippy
Slay,
today.
yeah.
While she's got
Gas.
a Q-tip going between the folds, like cleaning the Sharpay so there's no
Yeah.
fungus.
She's like, spill the tea.
Oh my God, the bachelor's handbag is. I'm going to lift that shit up just to get to the roast chicken.
Bend over and grab your boobs, and I'll check your prostate.
I've got a quick
If you look at
update.
my prostate, it just says Everlast on it.
A quick little update on scores. So Sellma and Reuben are on 35. Emma and Dicko on 75. But it can all change. It still can. This next round, you'll get 10 points for a correct answer. You'll lose 5 points for an incorrect answer. It's this or that.
Round 4.
This or that.
So we'll start with...
That sounded like a striptease.
Yeah.
Is it this? Is it that? Is it this?
My tit is a watch.
Let's
Did
start...
Randy Newman sue you for that?
Randy
Yeah,
Newman.
that's if you can leave your hat on.
Did Randy Newman write that song?
Yes.
You can
Wow.
Who wrote it?
Randy Newman.
Really?
Oh my gosh, that's a good fact. Okay, we'll start with you two. So sometimes to get around copyright, board game companies need to come up with similar but different enough names to rip them off. So I need you to identify
Like Audi with all their products. Continue.
I need you to identify the board games from the Kmart knockoffs. Okay, so this Kmart game was called Who Is It?
I can.
Oh, sorry.
Who is it?
Reuben would
Who is
be.
it?
Um,
Guess who?
You're going to buzz in and
Oh, sorry. Guess who?
correct.
Yes.
Bow, bow, bow.
The Sea Battle.
oh, that's going to be Battleship.
Dicko.
Battleship.
Correct. Don't Fall Down.
Don't fall down.
Hmm.
Oh, Twister?
That's correct.
Oh!
And Pop,
job.
Pop and Hop.
Pop and hop.
Hmm.
Pop.
What I used to do on
Did you see me there? I was like, well, you pop and then you hop. Is it, go? No, you go.
Dicko.
Hopscotch.
No, it's Trouble.
Trouble.
Yeah, okay.
I haven't played that.
So
The little
same question for you two, but it's Big W. So which board game is Big W ripping off? It could be repeats as well. Battle in the Deep. Oh, Sellma.
battleships.
Correct.
Thursday night at the beat.
4 to Score.
Oh.
Reuben.
Oh no, what's the thing
Oh, you're
called?
kidding me.
3.
What's the thing
I
called?
can't
the thing,
tell
you.
you.
Can help, you're my team.
I'm not allowed to.
Tic-tac-toe. No, the thing with the
Sorry, we're out of time.
Connect
It's
Four.
Connect 4.
I'm sorry, I'm a stickler for the rules.
I appreciate
Just
that.
kidding.
Tumbling Tower. Reuben.
Jenga.
Correct.
That was
And
hot.
Frogs Feeding Frenzy. Reuben. Through.
Is it? No, it can't be what you said because
No,
that's
no.
not. It's you didn't say it.
We're out of time, sorry.
No.
It's Hungry Hippo.
Could have been Licking
I was trying to
Lizards.
show you.
That's
see?
because you buzzed and I went,
Why isn't that Licking Lizards?
Licking Lizards is a great one, isn't it?
no, just tell me now.
Okay.
It's closer to the frog.
Well, let's do this round as everyone playing, so everyone can buzz in for this.
Okay. I'm getting
I need
extra
you
competitive.
To tell me the original songs from the Weird Al parodies. Okay. Eat It. Dicko.
Beat it.
Correct. Word Crimes. Emma.
Wordle.
No, it's a Blurred Lines.
I'm joking.
Pretty Fly for a Rabbi. Dicko.
Pretty fly for a white guy.
Right,
Correct.
we're fucked.
I don't know any of these songs.
Lasagna. Emma.
Pavlova.
Oh, La Bamba. Is what I was looking for.
Lasagna.
Addicted to Spuds.
Addicted to bass.
No, sorry, it was Addicted to Love.
Yep.
I'm so trapped between potentially two moms.
Anytime you two want to get in,
Honestly, my partner will
Making me
absolutely be
cranky.
really sad about
I
me not knowing any Weird Al, but I'm okay with this.
I don't know a lot of Weird Al.
Yeah.
And another one rides the bus.
another one bites the dust.
Correct.
I buzzed.
Oh, but
Emma
Emma got
was
in
quick.
first. It tells me. Foil.
Foil.
It was Royals by Lord. And
Wow, we're that far ahead.
it's the last one. I Can't Watch This. Reuben.
Can't touch this.
Yes.
Ah.
All right. Reuben, do you have any good drag queen names? Every week we go
Vaseline
through
Dion.
Oh,
That's good.
Mine's Frida Nipple.
That's very good. A friend of mine is also Havana Abortion.
That's very
sounds
good.
really
That's
love.
very good.
And they're a sexual health doctor and reproductive health doctor who does drag on the side.
That's perfect.
When I was going on Q&A, they connected me with the head of the gender clinic at in paediatrics at Melbourne Royal Hospital. Before I went on Q&A, so I was like, I need to talk to someone smart. I need to talk to someone smart about this. So I'll just say dickhead. I'll just say like jokes.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Was it nerve-wracking being on Q&A?
Yeah, awful.
Why?
One, because I was in a unique position that I had a definite need to present a really clear, calm, knowledgeable side of me after the provocateur had been out on the project. And second, because it's my first time being adversarial with someone when they're right next to me under public scrutiny live TV. So I was next to Bridget McKenzie, head of the Nationals, and we butt heads on a lot of issues. But backstage, we were quite genial.
Sure.
So I was like, this disconnect
Weird.
that felt weird. And then, this is really dumb. On stage, I just get the freedom to move, and adrenaline gets processed by like aerobic activity. And there you get in, you sit down, and then your adrenaline's pumping, and you're there going, oh, you're just sitting still. You're just sitting still. So all I could think about was sit still, don't move, keep your hand there. Your hand's kind of stuck to your leg now. Don't look at Patricia, because if you don't know what they're talking about and you look at her, she'll bring you in, going, oh, that's your take. So I felt like I was in an auction for a house I couldn't afford.
Yeah.
When they were talking about the NDIS. So I don't know much about the NDIS.
No, but you're smart.
Yeah.
You're incredibly quick and smart and alert and alive. So why did you not just trust yourself and trust your instincts?
I think because I was in a position where I had viewed my instincts as my instinct is to make a joke, or my instinct is to poke the bear. And here I am next to the leader of the Nationals, next to the Minister for the NDIS, Monique Ryan, and an amazing disability advocate whose name escapes me. I'm so sorry. And I was there going, this isn't your arena to play. You're there for my friend who was also helping me was just like, keep it narrow. Keep everything narrow. Don't get dragged into the shallows, because you're on live TV. And if you want to make sure you're speaking like a lawyer. You never ask a question you don't know the answer to. It was that kind of mindset.
Did you know you were doing Q&A? Were you booked on that before you did the project?
No.
So basically, do you think after the project, what happened on that, do you think that's why they booked you? Or?
Yes.
Really?
Absolutely.
So they knew what they were getting, but you weren't going to give it to them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
The ABC were actually very supportive and very analytical about what was going on with the project, because it is a sort of a cornerstone moment in media and public image and debate and how we talk about these issues.
Yeah.
And what role the media has to play in that. And, I think it was very nice of them to offer me a platform there. But also it comes at a cost. You could also, it's up to me how I use that platform, and I could have fucked it up, And they did kind of do something tricky, because I knew that I was there to speak about the project, but I didn't know on the day that the question would be asked directly to me by a pastor who apologized for and this thing. And I was like,
Rigatoni.
yeah, and I was so emotional about it. I was just like, oh God. If
What
I
do you mean
engage-
they apologized?
This lovely pastor said, you're a comedian, you tell jokes. I would like to say I'm very sorry for how Christians have acted and reacted to this.
Wow.
Do you think this would have happened if it was a straight comedian? And I was sort of like so taken aback, but I couldn't even acknowledge that whole section of the question. I said, no, I'm moving on, because otherwise I would have started bawling.
Which would have been fine.
Which would have been fine.
Which actually would have been probably an awesome thing to have happened.
Yeah.
Do you regret how you handled it? The Q&A. Do you think?
No, I think I did well. The only thing that I think I wish I had been able to do better was when Bridget McKenzie said that Christians have been persecuted for 2,000 years. I sort of exploded. And I went, give me a break. You're sitting next to a Jewish homosexual and you want to say Christians have been persecuted? Like, I snapped.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I was like, sorry, I spoke. You go make your point. But I wish I had the brains to kind of go, or the speed to go, hang on, just before we get into dog whistle territory here right now, let's actually break down how Christians have persecuted every other major religion and minority before you then claim you're being persecuted. I wish I had a moment to deconstruct that dog whistle instead of reacting like off the spur. but on the sperm of the moment.
Do you know, it's funny, Courtney Act is a friend of mine. Obviously, we go back from Idle days. She's become one of this country's greatest exports in some ways.
Absolutely believe
that. And one of the greatest moments, I think, for her was when she was on Celebrity Big Brother in the UK, which she won. And she was with Anne Widdecombe, who's a firebrand, right-wing, reactionary, Tory, conservative social.
Yeah.
But social conservative. And the producers obviously wanted Courtney and her to go head-to-head on gender fluidity. But Courtney, being so absolutely smart and switched on, just talked her through it in a very dispassionate, like empathetic way,
Courtney
and it was
handled that.
beautiful.
Handled it brilliantly. It's
Yeah.
like a real cornerstone moment in television, live television history, and it takes its place in the conversation and advances it. Courtney's ability to not just be fabulous, camp, ridiculous, but then to have a steely, cerebral, and very compassionate way of communicating queerness and where it's in society is like nothing short of inspirational.
And as someone, look, I've had my own iconic cancel moments on television, and it's fabulous to share the room with another person who's been there. Do you regret that moment on the project, or do you know that will live with you for some time? And how do you feel about wearing it?
That's such an interesting question, and I turn that around in my head a lot. I don't think I can regret it. I think I don't think I can. I think it's opened me up to an audience of people who have now become a faithful audience. Yeah, there's a lot of danger, and there's at the last Sydney show there were sniffer dogs and metal detectors, and everyone had to go through bag checks and things like that. But it's also crystallized and incentivized my audience to really feel like they're part of something and to be active, and also brought attention to how politicized queer lives, queer bodies are when they just try and do their job. That joke is not the most offensive thing I say. It's not even the most offensive thing other comedians say.
Yeah.
And I think the project, by apologizing for it the next day, brought attention to themselves, and it actually backfired on them more than me. So,
For you, it's a fabulous battle scar, I think.
yeah, I agree.
Completely.
I agree. I think it, like, the people who are angry about it weren't exactly going to buy tickets to my show anyway.
No, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Do you reference it in your show?
Yeah, we wrote, so the new show, the Live and Intimidating, which we're doing tonight at the Princess, it was a totally different show. And then the project happened as the promo tour for the show.
Yeah.
And it all kicked off. And I was like, okay, sorry. And I started scrapping swathes of this show that I'd written to then write material about this, because it was so immediate. It was so huge. My audience was there going, it's that guy, it's that guy. I felt like I had to address it, but also use it as sort of a comms ed piece, a communication education piece. Go, okay, well, this is what it's like being a visibly queer person. Now you extrapolate that and you take it what it's like to be a visibly queer person on the street. Because that's what this is actually about. Because it's not just me who's getting the hate, it's everyone who's visibly themselves.
Yeah, our girl Sellma gets bullets the whole fucking time in the street.
I've learned to absorb it. I love it. Absorb it and take it on and grow.
Matrix.
Yeah. I'm so always inspired by you, Reuben. Thinking about the project, like it doesn't even seem that radical to me, because a lot of queers, we talk like this, we joke like this on a very regular basis. So seeing it like being such a heavy thing for you, and even for Dicko to bring up the question in that light, is so funny to me in a way, because I go, this is our everyday life. This is just how we live. And you're so right. The fact that they bring it on themselves by saying, hey, we're really sorry about how queer it got last night. It's so fucked out to me. It's like I got in trouble for hosting the first Black Mass here in Queensland, and they garnered 100,000 petitions from the Australian Christian Lobby and some Christians over in America. And they were trying to sue myself and the Temple of Satan here in Queensland. And the reason being was because directly after this Black Mass had occurred, the hailstorm ripped through Queensland and fucked everything up. So I antagonized a couple of people on Instagram saying, well, I did say hail. Satan.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding. Death threats, emails, phone calls from people. But it's the funniest thing to me. Like, you think I have the power to bring down
Selma
ice?
Soul.
Yeah.
Selma Soul denting your hyundai.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, can we pause really quick? I got to pee.
Yeah,
real bad.
sure.
It's a great
I
argument
also
for people
have
who
to-
want religious freedom for their religion.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
All right. It's time
Mirrored.
for quick fire.
Round 5 quick fire.
Oh, it's time to do the quick fire round, yeah.
It's quick fire. Okay.
Quick fire.
I can hear everyone. A correct answer will get you 20 points. An incorrect answer loses you 20 points. This is the most important round where anything can happen. Yes. Okay, cool. Here we go. Using buzzers, hands on buzzers. Here we go. What is the 3-letter word for a long decorative scarf made of feathers?
Boa.
Dicko.
Boa.
Correct.
That was me.
In a Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale, a princess is unable to sleep because of Selma. Correct.
Needed to.
What word can be used colloquially to describe losing fat and playing the guitar well? Emma.
Keto.
Shredding. In the Three-Billy Goat's Gruff fairy tale, what type of creature lives below the bridge? Dicko.
Troll.
Correct.
Dicko.
What type of triangle is usually associated with a Pythagoras? Emma.
Bermuda.
Incorrect. Right angle triangle. Which car manufacturer produces the X-Trail? Emma.
Nissan.
Correct.
I swear.
What number comes after a billion? Emma.
1,000,000,001.
Yes, correct. I thought someone might say trillion. What is the name of the competition that involves a horse and a rider performing a series of... Selma.
Equestrian jumping.
No, dressage is what I was looking for.
Dressage, sorry.
By what name
gender
is
pronoun.
Neighbours character Jared Rebecca known? Reuben.
Toadfish.
Yes. An unethical person who seems to be harmless is said to be a what in the grass? Reuben.
Selma Soul.
A
snake in the grass.
Snake in the
Come
grass.
on, that's
I'll give-
still
I'll
right.
give you it. Beginning with H, what is the name for a group of young men who actively follow a football team and sometimes act violently in the UK?
Hooligans.
Correct. What type of thin moustache shares its name with a writing implement? Emma. Incorrect.
Pen.
Pencil. Beginning with G, what is the name for a sheet or ring of rubber used to seal joints between metal surfaces? Emma. Incorrect. Sorry. Gasket. What is the 3-letter name for the stick used in a game of pool? Dicko.
Q.
Correct.
We're fucked.
Which razor brand has the slogan "Reveal the inner God"? Emma.
Gillette.
No, it's Venus. Which animal is sometimes called the ship of the desert? Emma.
Camel.
Correct.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Beginning with F, what is the name for the style of hair popular in the late 90s where hair was spiked and the ends...
Farrah Fawcett.
No, frosted chips. What is the name of Winnie the Pooh's pessimistic donkey friend? Selma.
Eeyore.
Correct.
Reuben.
Also known as short man syndrome, which complex named after a historical figure?
Napoleon.
Reuben. Correct. After the September 11 attacks, there was a crisis involving the postal service where letters were sent to Senate.
Anthrax.
Anthrax is correct. And
Good job.
what is the
It
name of
was
the
me.
Italian chocolate manufacturer that produces Nutella and Kinder Surprise? Selma.
Oh, it's Ferrero Rocher.
Ferrero is correct.
Ferrero.
Good job.
And that is the end. Wow, very interesting.
Anthrax and chocolate, two of my favorite things.
Can I get everyone to write down on their boards who they think the mole is? Interesting round.
Yeah.
Okay, well, everyone's written down who they think. Oh, no, let me just play with this. Okay. For the record, it's a toss-up between Emma and Reuben. I think it might be Reuben, though. Anyway, we'll start with you, Reuben.
Okay.
Who do you think the mole is?
I thought it was Emma for a long time, but Dicko's hand never even touched that buzzer in that round.
You're right.
He just came in with Q.
He's
the
normally
easiest one.
very quick at that round.
Yeah.
Okay, good point. I didn't even pick on
Like,
that.
because Emma got like some wrong, some right, some wrong. Some I think I've also like, Emma's like, is my job here to be funny or to win? Because sometimes like, that's a joke
Yeah.
answer. It's a good joke
Still look
answer.
pretty, but thank you.
Hair
So
just
is it
done.
to be funny or to win? And but some of them are really fucking funny jokes. I was like, she's being a comedian,
Yeah.
not being mole.
Okay.
Either
I didn't know you.
A comedian.
No, I'm just kidding. Well, there was no introduction. I'm kidding, Emma.
Follow my Instagram right
I'm
this
gonna
second.
fucking
We thought you were
it.
just someone who worked at
I thought it
McDonald's.
was Emma.
Yeah, you
got
told me.
fingered in the pickle
Yeah, the
fridge.
pickle freezer.
As I
Okay.
wrote Emma, my mind like clicked and it was like Poirot being like,
Interesting.
hang on. That's the round that matters.
Okay.
The hardest way. Everything else, you could play the game and aim to win for the whole thing and then know that you could lose
you
it all
can't
in the
change-
last
change
game.
You can't change.
You can't change it from what you wrote
Oh,
before.
you're
What was I
cheating.
then?
Pardon?
What was I?
You cheating
know in your
fuck.
heart.
No, you can't change it.
You
based
can't
on
change it
what
from
I
what you
said.
Oh,
Okay, I'll go back to what I first did.
Yeah, you're going to
See?
write down the thing you first
How do we
did.
even know
You
that's
know
real?
how this game
you
works.
just have to trust me.
Oh, well.
Dicko, what did you write down?
Reuben,
Reuben
Was the
okay.
first thing I
was the
wrote
first thing you wrote down.
Yeah.
And out of interest, who did you change it to?
Emma.
Okay. Emma, who did you write down?
Dicko.
Dicko as well. Okay. Interesting.
Didn't help you.
yeah.
And Sellma.
To cover my Delta bases, I said Emma because
Oh my gosh.
yeah, you were very funny, but also you were getting things wrong, and I'm a stickler for the rules.
Well,
remember?
Yes.
I will let you know.
Aware.
In terms
Can
of-
I just say the only reason why I actually think Reuben is because of Miley.
Yeah, that's the only thing
Yeah.
that threw me as well.
Miley bothered me about you because I think Miley's an amazing icon, and I think Malibu and this last song are just genius.
They're genius.
I
Absolute
could totally,
music
I haven't
genius.
could
listened to it.
totally see you in the car
All right.
with the window down.
I
going,
can buy
"Out of
myself
some flowers.
No,
Nah, that trash song.
sucks.
Yeah,
That song
trash
sucks.
song.
Boring.
Okay,
Okay.
God.
Well, we got
That
to
song,
wrap
Golden
this up.
G-string.
We got to wrap this up. So,
Okay.
Sellma and Reuben are on 175 points. Emma and Dicko are on 135 points. So if Emma did manage to blow it, she has won. But Dicko has been accused of being the mole. Oh, for fuck's sake. So Dicko, are you the mole?
No.
Oh my God. Oh, well,
Is it you?
wait. Emma, are you the mole?
No. You sneaky bitch.
And you know what?
It was Reuben.
It was it Reuben?
I knew
Miley
it was
Cyrus is
Reuben.
the Judy Garland of our generation. She's a victim of a cruel studio. The songs are bangers. She's a style icon.
I literally
She
turned to
captured our
Reuben
hearts.
and I said, "Tell me right now if you're
good
the
job.
mole." And he turned
Well-
to me and he said, "Yes."
Well,
And I knew. And I wasn't going to throw my fellow
Reuben
queer under
wasn't
the bus.
detected, but he was also on the winning team.
No, I thought I was gonna win. I tried so hard
You
to balance
did.
the scores and do like good things to win.
You naughty
Yeah,
kid.
but Emma lost too many points, unfortunately.
By being a funny bitch.
Oh,
So you need
funny, pretty
you need to
bitch.
be
Yeah.
punished because you were.
Naughty boy.
Can you right now? Can you
Naughty boy.
freestyle a new "I Am a Mole and I Live in a Hole" song to play when we're handing out the mole cards?
Yeah, sure.
All right,
Sure
please,
can.
take it away.
I am a mole and I live in a hole. Swallow me whole, 'cause I'm the mole.
Now, can you bring up the energy for the next verse?
Are you directing?
Yeah.
And I live in a hole. You swallow me whole, 'cause I'm the mole.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Reuben.
That was so much fun.
Our only winners today is who did you?
I said Emma.
We don't have any winners today.
Nah, this is crap. I'm a winner.
No, I'm sorry,
a
you're
winner.
not.
Maybe.
No,
She
she said
is the
Emma.
only winner.
She didn't pick the mole. There's no winners. The only winner
I fucked up.
mutually assured
this is
destruction.
crazy.
is
You go crazy about who wins and who loses
the-
on this game because I have a throwback. Henny Spaghetti won our drag queen thing. Henny Spaghetti was the only person to win.
That's all we got time for, everyone. Thank you for very
Blah 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 blah.